So I think I finally figured out why I'm not enjoying Tower of God as much as I should. And this isn't actually reflective of the webtoons itself. It's more so, I think, what the anime adaptation is doing to Tower of God that ultimately is making it not that great of a series. So just to run this down, one of the main issues I honestly have with this show so far after watching all these episodes is the world building itself, because the world building is just not really all that good. Now, when it comes to explaining some of the stuff and rules and things within the tower and Shinsui, they did a decent job at that. But let me ask you one simple question. What exactly goes on outside of the tower? Because the way the anime is doing this right now, we have like zero idea what is outside of this tower. And you're wondering, why is that even important to know? I will tell you. Simply put, it'll just help us get a better understanding of the whole world in of itself, and also help us when it comes to the characters, why they want to get out of the situations that they're in currently that's outside the towers, to want to go into the tower, to go up and risk their lives to even do this. Because again, like, why do they even want to climb the tower outside of course, like, you know, getting anything they want? We bring this up because we have flashbacks of other characters that's outside of the tower, and their lives don't really seem to be that great, or people are stealing, or like, how bad is it even out there? Like, is it really that bad, or like what's going on? Like, I feel like that's kind of necessary to expand and just give you an overall understanding of what Tower of God is. And that lacking of information, honestly, is just kind of a weak point for the series. And again, even within the tower, there's still things we don't know because they're not really necessarily explaining everything like that. It's almost like they kind of gloss over a lot of stuff, and maybe you have to make some assumptions. And another thing when it comes to Tower of God, that is a really weak point when it comes to this series, is the characters themselves. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't like Bam. I think Bam was a pretty terrible main character. He's one of those super generic babyface kind of characters. That's a term for like wrestling. Babyface is when you're like a nice guy and you're just so cookie cutter and so happy-go-lucky and everything. That's pretty much what Bam is. I don't know, his character is just very, very weak. And so I wouldn't be so hard on Bam if at least the other characters can help carry the show. But the problem is, the other characters don't really carry the show like that. Like, Hoon's interesting enough from little tidbits of information about his backstory. And I can't lie, I do like Rack. He's a funny character and everything, but I don't really know much about him. Like he's just a dinosaur, and he small blue turtle and black turtle, and like, I mean, like, there's not really much to him. Boy, don't let me get started on these other characters, because I just wish there was more characterization and more time with these characters, because simply put, when a character died in the show, I couldn't really get sad or anything, because it like, they played the scene out like it was supposed to be really, really impactful. But I just did not feel that impactful moment at all, because it's just, we don't really know much about the character. I mean, it was kind of messed up what he actually did, so I couldn't even feel that bad anyway. So it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to feel here. Shoot, we can even talk about the latest episode that happened here. It's just like, we had these impactful moments, and it was interesting to watch. I'm not gonna lie. But when it came down to like the emotional impact and just how I'm supposed to feel about it, I didn't really feel much about anything. I was just like, okay. But it's just like, I don't know, there's just something missing. And I feel like the characterization and just the overall just storytelling in general in this show is very, very lackluster. So yeah, that's my problem with Tower of God, honestly. It's just it's the storytelling and how they tell the story and the characterization. It's not structured well at all. And I felt like the way this is all set up, they should have slowed this crap down. They should have took more time to really get us to know the characters and to flesh out more of the world. So then ultimately, when we get to these moments that we're seeing here, it'll have a lot more impact. And the show, honestly, then could be pretty good. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, I see the potential in here. And I see why people are like hyping the crap out of this, because they were saying how this is like the next Hunter x Hunter when it comes to storytelling, this and that. Like, there's a lot to dissect in this show. But when it comes to this anime adaptation, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this is it. And that's the thing, because at the end of the day, this is the webtoons that got turned into an anime. I want all the webtoons to succeed, because the webtoon game right here is going to change the game for anime. And also, I kind of can't wait to see Days of Hana get an anime, because that webtoon right there, that's some good stuff right there. But yeah, tell me down below how you honestly feel about this series. Keep it real with me. I'm not. Please tell me I'm not the only one feeling like this when it comes to Tower of God. Like, dislike, do what you gotta do, and I will catch you guys in the next one. So until then, people, break out.